Okay, so we're back. Finally back home, back in my room. I did a little bit of editing on my iPad while I was on the train. And I don't know, the way the photos came out of camera, they were very washed out, and I wanted to go for kind of a dark and moody look because as I'm taking the images, I'm like, this needs to be dark and freaking moody. So we started off with let's see. Let's go with one shot here. Okay. So we're gonna do a screen capture. All right. So hopefully this is working right now, and hopefully this is coming out looking a little bit better, and we're gonna post this on the screen. So this is the photo that I wound up ending up with. This is the extreme crop. At least I think it's an extreme crop because the original photo is actually all of this on the bottom here and on the top. And I don't know, I felt like the rest of the buildings just weren't really doing anything for the image. I cropped in to try to get the tower in the center of the frame as much as I could. I did it by eye on the iPad, and now because of Creative Cloud, it's on my desktop. But and then I warmed the tones up a little bit. I darkened the blues on here, and then added this extreme vignette. And I don't know, it kind of felt a little bit more like what I wanted for this image. And it kind of just, I happened upon it. Before I got to the shoot, I didn't plan on going an extreme crop, right, on a photo. I just thought, hey, I'm going to go there. I originally thought we were going to get rain. I was going to get rained on while being out there. And although rain may not be the greatest of conditions to be in, it was kind of more of like an experience feeling. I was waiting to feel the experience of being out there in the rain. If you're in the rain, usually no one else is around, but we had like a lot of joggers all over the place. But anyway, I went out there expecting to take a cityscape photo. I did not expect to take a close-up of a cityscape zoomed in at the 85 millimeter, and then crop it even more. I did not expect to crop even more in on it, especially on the tower. It just happened in editing, and that's really how a lot of my edits go. I kind of just happen upon things. Most of the time, I don't have a real idea of what it is that I'm trying to go for. So, I mean, I know when I want to make stuff dark and moody, most of my stuff is dark and moody, and I love that. But apart from that, just the overall impact, and I feel like just this gives a lot of impact to the photo. I mean, looking back at it now, I may brighten up the center here. But apart from that, that's like really it. Like, let's see if we can take a radial gradient right now. Just plop this right here, and then just brighten this up a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, see, I think that is starting to look. See, this was the original straight out of camera colors, and this is where we're at. Bam, bam, just like that. So yeah, big difference. Very big difference. I do I did want to try one thing. I wanted to try to take the image and actually expand with some content aware fill. Don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know how much expanding I'm really expecting to get. So we're just going to try it and see if it works. So I want to do original plus settings, I guess. Brought in from CC Lightroom is now on Camera Raw in Photoshop. So we're gonna open this just like this, and then we'll duplicate it like we always do. I want to keep the 4x5. We'll zoom out a little bit, and then I don't know. I mean, let's just see what happens, right? I mean, it's not terrible. It is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I mean, maybe. It's kind of weird having this giant block of darkness just at the top, especially in this like top right corner here. It's just like black. But what if yeah, I don't know. Looking at this and I'm just like, it's not. Yeah, the sky just looks fucking weird. The sky just looks weird. So we're gonna scrap that. We're gonna scrap that completely. And we're gonna get rid of the vignette. So we're gonna go back to CC. We're gonna take that and then go. Let's go over here. Take the vignette off. Maybe even brighten the corners a little bit. Yeah, this way there's not so much dark information. What happens if I take down the clarity? Yeah, no, but I liked where the clarity was. All right. Retry that little trick. Just go just like that. Let's see what that does. See, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that's good. It's because we brightened up those corners. So let's see if we can put these two screens side by side here. So we've got, yeah, it's like really difficult. do. Probably because the darn thing is locked. Photoshop is so weird. But anyway. I don't know. I mean, I can kind of see the difference here. So one just looks closer. I think maybe the 4x5 crop is just maybe not what I want to do. So maybe let's go back to the 2x3 or the 3x2. And let's try to do a crop that way. Yeah, maybe it's the 2x3. Let's see. Can we make it any longer? At this point, we're just BSing right now. Yeah, because we got nothing else to do. Ooh. You know, I think I like this bigger one. I think I like this. Yeah, I think I like this a lot. Is it straight? Is it like a little off? Maybe? If I go like that. Now does it feel like it's kind of leaning the other way? I don't know. I don't know, I can't tell. It's hard for me to tell these kinds of things. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way I had it, like this. Because a lot of the symmetry stuff really trips me up. And then I like wind up trying way too hard to try to get something symmetrical. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave that just like that. And then let's go into the camera raw filter and see if we can add that vignette back now that we already have our brightened corners. So let's see. Yeah, so that darkens the corners. And then, I don't know, maybe we want another radial filter here? Do we? Just like right there. Bring the exposure up. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's kind of giving me some post-apocalyptic vibes with this color. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think we're gonna stick with that. All right, Command S. Save. Always save. This is something that I'm trying to get used to, is saving. I'm not saving enough. I kind of just like make the file in Photoshop and delete the PSD. No, do not delete your PSDs. Even if it's trash, even if it's absolute garbage, do not delete the PSDs. Keep the PSDs. Just put it somewhere, save it. Buy an extra hard drive for all your trash PSDs. And then come back years later, look at it again, and then decide, is this actually bad? Chances are you will have learned something new, and you'll try your hand at it again. But that is it for this one. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save it just for like typical settings for online, just PNG. Just save stuff as PNGs because it's only going online. I'm not printing it. But let's take a look at some of the other photos that we got out there. So of course I get messages. So we got this here again with these messages. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna have to start putting my stuff on airplane mode, let me tell you. I'm gonna start putting my stuff on airplane mode. But here's some of the other images. Oh man, here's some of the other images that we took. Nothing really special about them. I mean, it was really just taking the images and giving them that dark and moody feel. This one, I believe we went for an almost black and white, if not an actual black and white. Yeah, we selected black and white. It just looks kind of warm on my screen. But yeah, crushing the blacks, going in the curves and upping the shadows on it, and then just bumping a little bit on the whites. But that's really it on this. This was the same thing. We just boosted the clarity a lot. I think we actually boosted the clarity on both of these. We boosted the clarity a lot. Yeah. Experimenting, and we're just heavy-handed with that clarity slider. Yeah, super heavy-handed. I don't even think it's really necessary seeing it on a bigger screen. When you're looking on the iPad, it's like, you know, it's like, whoa. Most people will say that's probably gross and disgusting, but I don't know. I like different things. Let's take a look at the next one. This one didn't really do too much with. I mean, the birds were just like super blurry because we had the long exposure. But it was funny seeing them all lined up there. This is when we finally started doing that 2 mile walk to Liberty State Park. And we were trying to get, this is what we were trying to get right here. This is what we were trying to get the entire time, was This tower with a little bit of fog, this was supposed to be nice and clear, and it just wasn't happening. Just wasn't happening today. So it's really, I gotta just wait for another windy day. I mean, this is also freaking annoying. This was one of the ferry boats, or one of the transport boats, whatever you freaking call them, just whooshing on by. Whoosh. Let's see, here was another one, another little small attempt at it. Another boat going whoosh over here, so it looks a little weird. And then we just switched to the 85, and then we just started trying to finish off capturing some of this tower. This one we got this bird over here. This one we wound up editing, and this one I kind of liked because we had the bird like smack dab in the center almost. If I had taken it just a little bit before, I probably would have lined it up with this line right here, but it was close enough. Okay, it was close enough. I liked it. Probably gonna upload that one. We had this one that we've been editing for like the past how many minutes, and that's it. Yeah, so that was today. Those were the photos. Those were a couple of the edits. You may like the editing, you may not like the editing, you may like the photos I took, you may not like the photos I take. That is totally fine. I'm doing this really just to record the journey I'm taking. You know, I didn't really do a lot of recording. There isn't really a lot of my earlier stuff and a lot of the earlier mistakes that I've made that I would have loved to show on this channel. Now that I'm actually starting to get this YouTube channel going. But yeah, this is really just me experimenting, trying a few new things, figuring out stuff as I'm going along with it, because I am no master of photography. I am no master of composition, clearly. I am no master at light. I am no master at predicting the weather. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to be able to predict the weather precisely, to know exactly what's going to happen. But I don't have that ability. I have not been blessed with such talents. So everything is really just me learning and trying out a whole bunch of new stuff. And hopefully you enjoy watching me fail and succeed. So yeah, probably gonna do maybe a video a week. We'll see how it goes. This is only the beginning. We'll just see what happens. That's it. I'm trying to end the video too. I'm just really bad at ending. Bad at beginnings, bad at endings. We'll figure it out.